Andersen.
All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Channel Andersen, and welcome to a video on my first M273 V8 oil change. We recently picked up this 2008 GL550 as the new family hauler, and definitely is ready for an oil change, so I figured I'd make a video for you guys on the matter. Pretty straightforward process, but I know on YouTube people love to have the visuals and things to help them if they are attempting this DIY for the first time, so I figured I'd try to help out and offer it if people need. Here's our engine bay. First thing you're going to want to do is pull off this front cover. Just lift it up and then pull towards yourself. And right here, you're going to see your oil filter cap. There's your oil fill location. And underneath, we'll look at the drain bolt once we get our belly pans off, which underneath, there are a handful of 10mm bolts securing our belly pan to protect the engine. Go ahead and get those off. Take a look at the drain bolt. And for those that might be coming to the channel for the first time to watch the oil change, my name is Brooks. This is Channel Andersen, as I said. And what I like to do here is basically modifications, maintenance on older era Mercedes, AMGs, etc. All right, guys, and as far as things you need, pretty basic. Like I said, 10mm down below and a 13mm for the drain bolt. You'll need an oil filter adapter for our oil filter cap remover. I forget the size of this, but if you search Ben's oil filter cap, they're pretty much all the same size. What I like to do is loosen this first to let the oil drain out of the filter before we pull it, to make less of a mess. 10mm underneath to get the belly pan off, and then, like I said, I'll show you guys the drain bolt. Oil I'm going to be using is Mobil 540. You can use whatever you want. I went away from Mobil for a long time, and as of recent, I've gone back to them. And that's what was being used in the car, so I'm using it again. And it's cheap, easy to find, quality oil. Most of the good oils nowadays are fairly similar, on the same level from all the big brands. And there's obviously better options too if you want to pay some more for things like Redline or other more boutique oils. We have a bag of our crush washers. Life hack for you guys: you can search up Honda crush washers. They're the same size for most Mercedes models, and heck of a lot cheaper. 50-pack of these were like $7. They're aluminum. Most time you get copper, but aluminum works the same for a crush washer. Extension, 13mm for our drain bolt. Drain pan, and then our oil filter is the same as M113s, which is good because I got a fleet of those, so I have these filters on stock. It's the Man Filter HU718/5X. All right, guys, so easier visual for you guys. There's one here, one there, one there, one here, one there, a couple in the back. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 bolts. I think I got them. So anyways, that's it. And up here in the front is our drain bolts. That's on the passenger side, 13mm. Go ahead and loosen that up. These motors only have one drain bolt. If you're coming from M113 AMGs or certain M113s and certain chassis, sometimes they have two, but nice in this, they only have one. All right, you guys, pretty clean oil extraction that time. Got the drain bolt out without too much of a mess on myself. And nice easy pour into the pan. This should be about 9 liters worth of oil. We'll see how much comes out. But it was definitely time for a change. You see how black it is. But that's okay, that's why we're doing it. Also, I don't think the last person who changed oil used a crush washer. I didn't see one on the drain bolt, and I don't see one on the pan, but sometimes you can get away with it. These style bolts, actually, you can get away with it sometimes, but I still like to use one, so we'll try if the ones we have fit. All right, guys, had a little coffee, let this thing finish draining out, and we should be good now. So let's go ahead and put our plug back and go up to the top. All right, you guys, drain plug reinstalled. Again, don't ever over torque these things, just do them good and tight, nothing crazy. All right, and filter remove, looked like they were using a STP filter, which is not ideal, but not the worst. But in your kit, you'll see these 2 O-rings provided. So go ahead and replace those when you replace your filter. And we're gonna pour some oil through here first, and we can fill up the rest through our fill. All right, you guys, new filter installed and new O-rings placed. 2 up top, 1 here on the actual cartridge. Go ahead and throw some oil in here and then replace this. All right, you guys, put about 3 quarts in there and then tighten this thing up. Do not torque down on this, just like the drain plug. These are plastic and they tend to break if you even breathe on them wrong with torquing them down. So I just do barely hand tight, and that's good. The O-ring seals it up, so it's not really the tightness that does anything. Just get it nice and solid and you're good. Now we'll fill up the rest of the oil. We'll start it up and double check our drain plug just to make sure we have no leaks before putting the belly pan back on. All right, you guys, 9.5 quarts filled up. Got about half a quart left for some spare. Go ahead, fire it up now. Check our drain bolt and button everything up. All right, grab our key. I use a key. You probably have your push button start. I'm not the push button start guy, so I like using the regular key. Go ahead and prime it a little bit and fire it up. All right, and after letting it run for a few minutes, you can also shut it off and then give it about 5 to 10 minutes and then check your oil dipstick to make sure you're on the money. But fairly straightforward. You can put 9.5 quarts, you should be good. And looks like no leaks from our bolt, so safe to put our belly pans back on. First M273 oil change for me, complete. All right, you guys, that's the job right there. Hopefully that helps you in your process. And whether you're a beginner into the Mercedes world or well experienced, feel free to check out my other videos on the channel. Hope to see you guys on another one. Peace.
Andersen.